the knees just a little bit. In other words, make muscles in the front of your thighs. 2 blocks and a yoga strap. And then take your thighs and spiral them slightly away from each other just so you feel your butt muscles kick on and your heels point more toward the block. And then hold that. So that should automatically allow the knees to micro bend. And then let's inhale the shoulders up toward the ears, close the eyes. Exhale, let them float down. Try not to pull them down, just let them float down. And move your shoulders and arms with your breath. So just let it follow along. And every time you exhale, feel the abdominal wall go back and zip up. You should feel a nice lifted arch in the feet. Then let the arms come down. Before you change it, notice what direction your thumbs point. If they point forward, you're okay. If they point toward your body, there's some internal rotation here, meaning the pectoralis muscles are pulling the arm bone inward. So let's bring the arms out a little bit and turn at the shoulder so your thumbs face outward or back slightly, and then your thumbs face in. Do you have a question more? I could tell. Yeah. When you're standing, your thumbs should face forward. Yeah. And that doesn't mean move the thumbs. That means move at the shoulder. So here's a nice way to reset those 2 sets of muscles from pec muscles, teres minor, teres major. Who knows what else back there? Rhomboids, mid traps. We're not moving the scapulas a whole lot here. It's more humerus at the glenoid fossa, ball at the socket. So with straight arms, and let's hold one. Bring the arms back to, if you're looking forward, you can't see them in your peripheral vision. And just let those mid-back muscles kick on. Same time, you're still pointing your heels toward the block. So your butt muscles are kicking on. So once again, we're working more of the posterior chain because we sit on it too much. Then from here, take the arms out and up. Press the palms, bring the hands down through the center. Let's try that a few times. Depending on how in tune you are with your body, you may feel those shoulder blades. They rotate outward and upward as the arms come overhead, and then they rotate inward and downward as the arms come down. Keep the arms overhead. Let's keep that right arm up and side bend to the left. Make sure you still feel the right foot heavy on the floor. It didn't get light. Left arm up, reach the ribs up. It's going to bend you to the right. A couple more of these. Then both arms up. And remember, we have the femur bones, the leg bones, turning outward slightly just so that your knees and toes point the same direction. And then we're slowly going to push down, keeping those muscles activated. Arms come forward and up toward the ears. And then push the heels down, keep those muscles activated as we take the arms overhead. And we'll try about 9 or 10 more of these. And this should keep your knees from collapsing inward. Full body movement here. As the arms come forward and up toward the ears, you hit those muscles of the shoulders, deltoids. And it was so much fun last week. We'll do it again. We'll bring the arms forward enough so you'll feel the deltoids, hopefully triceps here, mid-back muscles. As you stay here, move down into your chair a little bit more. Make sure those butt muscles have kicked on and they're holding those leg bones out to neutral, not out past neutral, just so knees and toes point forward. Gently, slowly slide your pelvis side to side. And then hold. And then come up to standing. Take a breath in, let the abdominal wall relax a little bit. As you exhale, pull it back, lift it up, extend the spine. Feel the butt muscles work here too. And from here, arms come down. When it comes to the arches of the feet, the hip is the primary issue here if we tend to flat-foot it or roll in, which causes the leg bone to collapse inward. It's called a vagus valgus collapse. But there's also a beautiful muscle that comes down the inside of the leg and is responsible for that arch. And here's one easy way, holding the block, to fire that muscle up so that we don't collapse inward and end up with all kind of foot problems, which is just raise the heels, holding the block. Where are your thumbs facing? Where are your shoulders? Oh, this is harder than I thought. Usually I practice things first in the bathroom in the morning, but I didn't have time to do that. So as you come up, make sure that the ball of the foot feels even, the whole way across. Anytime you have a chance to do calf raises. And I especially like being on a step and going the whole way down to dorsiflexion, coming up to plantar flexion. Anybody else struggling like I am to hold the block and raise the heels? It is. It is activating the glutes. How exciting. And the little muscle, the name of it. It's not little, it's actually a long muscle. Maybe tibialis posterior? No, that wouldn't make sense. It's on the inside. Oh, look it up. So let's hold. Squeezing the block. Wow, it sure does fire up the glutes. And yeah, that's wonderful. So let's do 5 more. Slow. Linda went. Now let's try to relax the shoulders and breathe. Remember, if you're going to fall, this is the best place to do it. You're just going to bounce. Hold one up. Let's reach the arms up. Let's lengthen the whole body. I know. Squeeze that block. Feel the ball of foot behind the big toe. Ooh, and the pinky toe. And that's about it. Yeah, I need to work on that. I could tell my calves were not happy with that. So move the blocks to the front of your, not the front, to the middle, right here. About shoulder width apart. Then let's take the right leg, step it back, so it looks like warrior 1. Legs are hip distance apart. Lift that heel way up off the floor. Bend your left hip crease back. Take your strap, place it right at the knee crease, and then fold it over and pull on it so that you have to resist to hold it outward. So there is abduction happening. Those 5 external hip rotator muscles are working. And your right heel is as high up off the floor as you can get it. And your whole right foot is unweighted, weight heavy into your left. So, and let your knee buckle forward. So let your knee come forward in front of the hip and then press out. And at the same time, take those femurs and rotate them outward. So not only are they moving outward, they're turning outward. Then sit back like somebody put a chair behind you, and you may touch the blocks. I'll show it from the side. Oh, and then, what's that? I'm a little sore from yesterday. Yeah. Yeah. So legs are on the railroad tracks. Neutral spine. Tuck that chin toward the chest. As we go down, let's use those shoulders. So unweight your right foot. Weight through your left heel. Keep your torso flexed forward at the hip. Your right leg and foot should be shaking if you're doing this well. And then keep constant tension on that strap through the whole range of motion. Joan, go back like somebody put a chair too far behind you. Stick your butt back. Yeah, it's even worse, isn't it? Yeah, You're welcome. Yeah. Slow the next four way down. Give those muscles some time under tension. The more you stay flexed forward across the hip joint, and the farther back you go, keeping that neutral spine, the more it's going to hit those muscles. Let's hold one. Take the pelvis side to side here. Hold the strap. And then come back up. Oh, I know. Yeah. Regroup. Try the other side. So extend your left foot. Push your right hip crease back. Let your left knee come forward. Let it go ahead and feel unstable on that side already. We want to use the muscles up here and here to stabilize with. Practice just going up and down first. Maybe to the blocks. Shoulders stay back to neutral. We're not letting those shoulders round forward. When you're ready, add shoulder flexion. You can always do this with weights in the hands. I don't know that I could, but you could. Straighten those elbows. Make sure you feel a nice firm arch in your right foot. How does the ball of foot feel on the left? Do you feel all parts of it? We'll hold the next one. Let's move the pelvis. Hold the strap. Hold. Breathe. Oh, do you see my leg? Come up. So simple yet so powerful, isn't it? Move that strap out of the way, take some deep breaths, and place your blocks on either side of your wide mat. Oh, oh. I'm sure everybody from yesterday's class is mad at me. And that's okay. Grateful, right? Gotta get the fan just right. All right. Now we're gonna stand nice and wide. Open the arms wide. Yeah. And then bend at the wrists. Yep. Michelle did it. Fingers should line up with the outside edges of the feet for the type A people. It's me too, right? Yeah, you plan on yesterday. Then take the arms up. Turn the leg bones outward at the hips. So make sure that happened at the ball and socket. Knees and toes follow. Then as you go down, let's practice this the first time. Let's place the hands to the outside of the knees. And remember, the shoulders are back here. You should feel the mid-back muscles working a little bit. Push the hands into the femurs and push the femurs back into the hands. And then hold that. So back muscles are working. Glutes are holding the legs in abduction and external rotation. Nice. And then the arms come up. We stand up, and then hopefully those muscles kick in as we go down and up, and we breathe. And if you're having trouble feeling what's happening at the hip, your feet will tell you. If they collapse inward at any point, the butt let go. It did not fire. Then the arms come out wide. Shift into that plie squat, make sure they're holding. And let's side bend. Ooh, I got about 4 adjustments in my spine there as we went through that. That was wonderful. Keep the arms straight. Bend through the torso. Stay in this position. Bring the arms up. Turn just the rib cage left. Come back up. Turn just the rib cage right. So let's turn left and look and make sure your right knee doesn't collapse inward, that it stays wide. If you've got that, let's make this more dynamic. Woo! We forgot one. Index fingers touch. This one, the pelvis rotates forward on the leg bones. The legs still stay wide though. We're gonna put them all together here pretty soon. If I fall over. Okay, first one is a W pull. Then grab a pig pose. The kids named it that. I don't know what we really call it in yoga class. And side bends. And then rotation. And the other direction. Pull down, press out. Make yourself big. Reach. Bend the other direction. Feel what the lower half of the body is doing. It doesn't change. It's just going up and down in a plie squat. 2 more sets, because it's a nice warm up. Pull down, rotate forward, bend your spine, twist your spine. Woo, come back up, arms overhead, press down, press back, take the arms wide, bring them down into that W shape, and hold here a little bit, and breathe. This is fun. Yeah. Ooh. And then slowly come up. Turn the leg bones. Oh, I know. Forward. And look at your blocks. We're going to take the right hip crease, bend it back. We're going to reach the right hand of the block, pick it up, reach it across and twist. And come back up. Bend at your left hip crease, pick it up, twist to the right. Come up, reach across. I think I did that wrong, because now both blocks are on the same side. So reach for the block, twist. Reach for the block, twist. Reach, and then twist. It's a brain game too. Reach wide, twist across, reach wide, twist across. Same thing applies here. How are those arches doing? Oh, I did it wrong again. Reach and twist. Reach and then twist. Up. I know. So we'll make it easy. Put a block on either side. Twist and reach across and touch it. And then the other one. Give your brain a break. This is easy. Widen the stance. Sit the hips back farther. Then Reach wide. If that's easy, move the blocks farther away. Knees and toes point the same direction. More forward now. Yeah. Coming back up. Turn the legs outward again. Shift into plie squat. Press in, press out. Nice. Arms come up. Bend at the elbows. Goalpost arms. Forearms towards each other and away from each other. Hopefully, if we keep you busy doing something with the upper half of body, then you forget that the lower half is starting to cook. And then we'll hold one, just 5 breaths. Shift down a little bit lower, press out a little bit harder, squeeze back a little bit more. Make sure your elbows are slightly more forward than your hands. As opposed to this, internal rotation, neutral. Does that make sense? It made it harder, I know. Why does everything have to be harder? Come back up. Notice how tall you feel now. We've stretched all these muscles out. Does it make sense? Internal rotation. That means these muscles are pulling. I want you to move to neutral when you do this. So if we do it on the floor, make sure your elbows aren't leading the way. Right? So come into that wide stance, nothing terrible now. Remember that feet need to follow the hips, and your hips are inside your pelvis. So take your right leg bone, turn to the right. At the same time, lift your left heel. Bring the hands down. Take the forward leg back into either down dog or child's pose. I'm going to do child's pose first time through. So you're facing the side. We're all going to be auditory learners. Then we're going to wave forward into kneeling plank. We're going to press the back of the head toward the ceiling. Turn our arms with the shoulders so the points point back. We're going to pull the belly back. Press the rib cage back. Then we're going to walk the hands in front of the shoulders. About 6 inches or a foot. So hands walk forward. Nice triceps. Yeah. You can bring them even farther forward, Karen. Yeah, there you go. Now, the only joint I want you to bend and straighten is your elbow. Just your elbow. Because the tricep is the primary muscle to get from plank to chaturanga. So come back up to plank, place the hands underneath the shoulders. To come down to the floor, all you're going to do is bend the elbows. And while we're down here, in honor of more, let's do the goalpost arms and try not to lead with the elbows. So tuck your chin, place the forehead on the mat or hover it just above the mat, but keep the back of the neck long. And then lift the arms up using those mid-back muscles and feel and flow up and down a few times before we hold. And make sure the elbows don't lead, that your elbows and hands follow your shoulder, just like your knees and feet follow your wrist. So hold one. Maybe slightly point the elbows down. And then bring the hands back in underneath the shoulders. Lift the shoulder caps back, especially if you have one that droops, like my left one wants to droop. Knees are down to come back up. All we're going to do is straighten at the elbows. Take the hips back toward the heels for child's pose or downward facing dog. If you're in child's pose, come up onto all fours and pick that right leg up. If you're in down dog, pick the right leg up. And then step it to the hand. Curl the back toes under. Lift the ball of the foot and toes of the right, pivoting around into a plie squat. Then right heel lifts, pivoting around into a lunge facing the other way. Forward leg back, down dog or child's pose. Bend the knees because that lengthens your spine, uses your core, and doesn't hurt your low back. Then same thing here, lift the bottom up, wave forward through cat, come into high or low plank. Head back, ribs back, belly back, shoulders away from the ears, elbow points toward the back. Walk the hands a little farther forward out in front of you this time. in front of the shoulders. Decide if you need to be on the knees or toes. And then just bend the elbows down toward the floor and back up. They're probably not going to touch. Mine are not. Come back. Hang on, as soon as we come back up, I'll address that. So here we go. Bend the elbows to come to the floor. Roll the back of the thighs in towards each other. Option to wave into upward facing dog. Lifting the hips before you flip the feet for down dog or go back to child's pose. From child's pose, come onto all fours and lift the left leg up. Down dog, lift the left leg up. Let's tuck it in close, shift forward. Look at your left hand. Place the foot there. Walk around the center. Bend at the hips and knees. Sweep the arms forward and up, and then out wide. Okay, what was the question? Uh-huh. Nope. I want you to move here. So watch. I'm not moving my hands at all, am I? What joint am I moving? Shoulder. Yeah.
Do you move the shoulder?
Does it look like my shoulder's moving?
Yes.
Yeah. Because doing this, I see a lot. It can cause problems with the elbow. So people will do that for a while, and then eventually they'll come to me and say their elbow hurts. And it's the same thing that happens at the knee when people try to move the foot instead of the hip. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yes, you do. Uh-huh. Yeah. Practice it really slowly the right way. The block trick, putting the blocks under the shoulder cap so you don't dip forward. It's a great trick. Yeah. So we come out wide. That was a great question. Does that make sense?
Yes. It makes sense.
Yeah. Your elbow and wrist, your elbow and hand need to follow the shoulder, just like your knee and ankle need to follow the hip. So if somebody comes to me and they think turnout means turning out at the ankle, but their femur is still pointing forward, they're going to end up with problems at their knee joint. And the same thing if you're in plank and you turn your hands out, but you don't change the ball and socket joint, it's going to cause issues at the elbow. We don't see a whole lot of elbow replacements. Maybe we don't see any, I don't know, but we don't walk on our hands. So that would be why. If we walked on our hands, we'd have lots of elbow replacements. So from the arms wide, let's go ahead and lift up the ball of foot and toes of the right. Turn that leg to the right. And then bend at the hip and knee for warrior two. That's beautiful. I agree with that decision, Karen. You have long legs. Then coming overhead, turn that leg forward. Turn the left leg to the left. Arms are wide. And then overhead. So feel the ball moving through the socket. Emery, that's stunningly beautiful. Amazing. It's a practice, yes. So let's stay in warrior two here. Nice, let's bend the elbows. Let's breathe in, and as we exhale, let's side bend to the left. And come back out of it, and try it a couple times. Let's hold this one, bring the arm down. That arm can stay aligned with the shoulder. You can externally rotate it and bring it toward the ear. Yeah. Arm is straight at the elbow. Use that tricep so it doesn't flail around when you're waving at people. And so you can get from plank to chaturanga. Nice. You could take the left hand up, hold the wrist. I don't pull, I just hold it. There's already enough stretch sensation there. But I know usually when we grab a body part, we tend to yank on it, don't we? And then let's come back so that we have cactus arms. And let's turn the rib cage to the left, around to the right. And I already noticed that I'm using my arms and shoulders a lot more than I should. So let's take the arms forward. Let's take the right arm in front of the left. Maybe do the bind. And remember, this right leg is pressed back using the butt muscle. Elbows come up in line with the shoulders. Forearms could touch here too. Then, now twist. Nice option, Karen. This works too. Same thing. I'm trying to get more pure rotation through the obliques. Nice. Then unbind the arms, rotate over your right hip, elbow to thigh. Left arm comes up. At this point, you can stay here or right arm comes up too. Press back like there's a wall behind you. Remember to keep the forearm down if that feels better, especially if there's any chance you rounded through the spine. Then from here, left arm comes up, leg straightens, hand comes somewhere. Anywhere but the knee. And while you're here, make a muscle in that right thigh so that you don't hyperextend your knee. Yeah. Nice. I was going to do something fancy, but our blocks are too far away. Oh. So instead, we're going to lift up that back heel, pivot into a lunge, place the hands down, take the forward leg back, downward facing dog or child's pose. Lift the bottom up, wave the spine forward, high plank, knees down or up. Play around with moving at the shoulder without moving the hands. Notice how it goes. Then, keeping the hands underneath the shoulders or slightly behind. Everything is pressed back. All we're going to do is bend the elbows halfway and then come back up. So keep the back broad, back up. Halfway, pelvis floats to the floor. So the most important part more is what happens when you push back up from cobra, or at least I've found in my own body. When I push down with my hands, my shoulders tip forward. I've had to constantly think about keeping my shoulders back and my shoulder blades retracted to come back up so that I don't build a poor pattern. Toes curl under if you're going to downward facing dog. Right leg comes up. It tucks in close. Shifting forward. Step it to the hand. Come through the center. Bottom sits down. Straddle squat. Arms go wide. Left leg goes up. Rotates at the hip for warrior two. Nice. Let's bring the arms forward. As the leg comes forward, round the spine. Exhale. Right leg warrior two, extend. Inhale. Exhale. We'll stay on that left side. Nice. Let's bend at the left elbow. Right fingertips to the ribs. Make sure the ribs aren't poking forward or out. They just lift up as we bend right. What's going on with your right foot? I felt my arch collapsing. And the arm can come up. We could hold at the wrist, arm could come down. You can internally rotate, reach around, wave at people. This is just a bind, and it's only because my arms are long. Let's come back up, bend at the elbows. This time your left arm is in front. You can either bind, forearms together. If you're crossing over the shoulders, do it the opposite direction you did last time. It'll feel weird. There it is. So left leg is pressed back, turn the rib cage, and not the pelvis. Let your head follow the ribs. Arms come out wide again. Let's go ahead and take the left webbing between the thumb and the index finger. Keep the right arm wide. Then push that back. And as you do, place the forearm on the thigh, Take the right arm, sweep it forward and up. Here's where I have to really work on not collapsing on my right foot. So long spine, right shoulder back, left arm can come up. Then straighten at that leg, left hand down, right hand comes to the leg bone, somewhere on the leg. I used to think it had to go here, but my back also hurt. I come back to here. So pretend there's a wall behind you. Stick the whole back side of your body against that wall. Then left knee bends, back foot needs to follow the hip. Decide if you want down dog or child's pose. If you'd like to rest or move slowly through another vinyasa and see if you can get this one right. The slower I go, the better these are more. Elbows point back, head back, ribs back, chest back. Slowly come down. At the halfway point, shoulder blades squeeze more toward the spine for cobra. Option for upward facing dog here. I get more benefit going from cobra back to plank, back to down dog or child's pose, even though it doesn't look nearly as fancy. And we're gonna come up to down dog or for all fours and lift the right leg up. We're gonna crunch it in close, step it to the hand, curl the toes under, shift through the center, sit the bottom down, sweep the arms forward and up and out wide. Oh no, did I say it wrong? And then shift to the right side of the mat. It was probably me. Yeah. So the balance, huh? I always assume when half the classes don't go in the wrong direction that I gave a poor cue. So we're standing to the right side of the mat. And we're gonna take the left leg wide, and then we're gonna shift that hip crease back. And then we're gonna push down to come back up. So it's the power of the left butt muscle that brings us back up. You can feel if your pelvis tilts forward, maybe hands at the heart. You might like to take arms wide. Yeah. Then start touching the inside toes. That would be your left. So breathe in, push down, exhale to come up. Now, try balancing on your right. How's that foot feel against the floor? Arms go wide, push down, come up slowly. I'm touching my toes because I was about to fall over. And then rotate at the hip. Knee is unlocked. How is the femur bone on the right leg? Is it collapsing in? Do you have a valgus collapse? Oh. Then hands come to the heart, take the leg wide again. And down, push down, come up. Let's see, right arm up. Left leg goes back into extension. Knee bends. Maybe touch the heel. Once you're there, let it go. See if you still stay in that shape. Hands come to the heart. Leg goes wide. Press down, coming up. Take the leg across. Sit back. Maybe lift the toes. Take the arms wide. Down to W. And pulse it a little bit. Then from here, keep that left leg lifted. Let's just practice balance without fancy stuff. Hands come down, leg goes wide. Then push into the right, step left. And let's practice that a few times. Do whatever you want with your hands. Press and come up. Go as wide as you can go well. Let's hold this next one. Look at your left foot. Make sure it's not collapsing inward. that you don't feel the outside edge of the foot peel off the mat. I said that because mine was. Then toes. Then maybe balance. Then we'll hold. And from here, spiral the arms at what joint more? Shoulder. Bring them out and up, and rotate at the hip. Oh, hands come to the heart. Keep that leg wide. Wide lunge. Come back up. Here we go. Leg presses back. Press back and hold. Dancer pose. Then leg goes wide. Come back up. This time the leg comes across. We're doing this eagle pose specifically because it lengthens those muscles that the strap thing that we did shortened. So arms come out and up, down to W, sit back, maybe lift the toes, and even here more, elbows forward. Yeah, I know. Without ribs forward. Good luck with that. I know. And for today, it might mean goalpost. W might be too far. You go into the rib flare. Yep. Yeah. Internal rotation, neutral. And then coming up. We should probably, there was some breath holding there, wasn't there? I could see it. So breathe. So let's come down to the floor. Grab both your blocks, bring them with you. You're welcome to turn your mat forward if you're done having your nervous system freaked out by turn sideways so that you can see, or you can be an auditory learner and keep them forward or sideways. Place your blocks down flat. We're gonna do a fun version of bridge pose. Yeah. Whew. Feet come to the blocks, and the blocks are just underneath or in front of your knees. They're not closer to your buttocks. Heels are on the blocks. Then move the pelvis back and forth a little bit till you can slide one hand into your low back and then drop the ribs down. That might cause your shoulders to pop up. Actively press your shoulders back and then tuck your chin down toward your chest, lengthen the back of the neck. Push down to bridge up. Lift the whole bridge up and down. Not just pieces and parts. This is core bridge and butt bridge. Then we'll stay up and bridge. If the chin is tucked enough, you should be able to see the front of your body. Make sure the ribs are not poking up. The chesticles may be up, but that's fine. Then try lifting your left leg up and placing it back down on the block without the bridge falling. Then the right leg. Feel how the other butt cheek does a lot more work. It's exciting. Oh. And your proprioceptors are working hard to find those blocks. And you're not happy right now, so breathe. Then coming back and lift up the ball of the feet and toes and just have your heels on the blocks. So dorsiflex and try a few bridges there. I find that a little easier. It uses different muscles. Hold a bridge, maybe pulse it up and down. Make sure it's happening at the hip joint, that your rib cage and pelvis are moving together at the same time, that is. Woo! And then come down. I know, move those blocks out of the way. Take the arms out wide and bring your left leg up Knee is bent, ankles flexed, turn to the right. Turn. Oh my, there's the sore muscles, isn't it? Anybody else? Yeah. Slowly turn your pelvis and leg right, turn the head left, and then back up and go the other direction. Figure four twist is yummy. If your back is a little irritated with you, try this. Come back up, left leg off. Right femur is perpendicular to the floor. Turn that femur outward and bend the knee enough so the ankle clears your left thigh. Woo, boy. There's about 19 people that are mad at me this morning. And twist left, turn head right. And then come back up and move that right leg off the left leg. Just squeeze ankles and knees to touch. And a real passive twist here. And then when you're ready, stretch your legs out long. If you grabbed any props to get comfortable, or you'd like any props, let me know. I'm going to turn the lights off. Scan the body, the brain, and the breath. And notice how it feels right at this moment. Take 5 breaths, belly breath, 3-part breathing, box breathing. But count each one of those breaths at the very end of the exhale. At the end of your 5th breath, how are you feeling? What are you thinking? And how are you breathing now? And has anything changed? Start to move the fingers and toes a little bit. Bring your awareness back to your physical body laying on the mat and the sensations you feel. When you're ready, bend the knees, place the feet on the mat. If you're on your back, it might feel good to squeeze legs in toward the belly or curl into a ball. If you're in fish pose, you're going to roll off of your blocks to one side. And then roll the baby pose on your left or right side. And then bring yourself back up to a seated position. From there, the arms come out wide. The crown of the head reaches up. Make yourself big and tall today. Inhale up. Press the palms. Hands come down through the heart center. Thank you for coming and sharing your practice with me. Namaste.